Hey everyone, welcome to the Everyday Human Podcast. My name is Easton Taverna. Each day I'll share a reflection written by me and inspired by literature, poetry, music, movies, video games, and more. And after that, I'll share a prompt for you to write your own reflection. Together, we'll explore what it means to be human. Every month, we'll walk a new path, taking a look at life, death, the universe, and everything in between. Thanks for coming along. I'm glad you're here. For more, visit eastontaverna.com or join me on Instagram at _everydayhuman. Hey everyone, it is June 19th. Today's reflection is titled, Face Your Hook. So, how are you doing? It's been a whirlwind over here. I hope things have been calm, or if you're in a whirlwind of your own, that you're able to not fight and rage against it, but sort of spin around with it, going with the flow as best you can. That's what we're trying to do. We were at the hospital for quite a while yesterday. Kim was getting an infusion, but she is staying strong and positive and fighting this cancer. When we got home, I was able to do a little tiny bit of gardening in the backyard. I was tying up some tomato branches. We have a bunch of heavy green tomatoes just waiting to turn red, probably starting by the end of the month. A week or two into July, maybe, we'll start being able to eat them. And the first thing up, of course, is a tomato sandwich. Maybe a nice piece of sourdough, some butter, mayonnaise, salt, and pepper. It's the best. But it was lovely spending a little time in the garden. I have to tie up the cucumbers. I was tying up the tomatoes, as I said. The sun was at a perfect level where it was like shining through the branches and the tomato leaves. And it was just a nice moment. And then I took a walk all the way across the yard to the blueberry bushes to see if those were ready or beginning to ripen. And there were a few ripe ones, and instead of waiting for more to come to pick them all at once, I just ate them right off the branch there in the backyard. It was probably around 6:30 in the evening. You know, they're still warm when you pick them right from the bush. And they were so delicious. It was like one of the best things I've ever eaten. And what a beautiful thing. All right, so let's get to the quote. And I just realized I don't think I said what this reflection was inspired from. And once again, it comes from Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie. And the quote goes like this. Thus, suddenly Hook found himself face to face with Peter. The others drew back and formed a ring around them. For long, the two enemies looked at one another, Hook shuddering slightly, and Peter with the strange smile upon his face. So, Pan, said Hook at last, this is all your doing. Aye, James Hook, came the stern answer, it is all my doing. Proud and insolent youth, said Hook, prepare to meet thy doom. Dark and sinister man, Peter answered, have at thee. And here is my reflection. There is a lot we can learn from a proud and insolent youth and a dark and sinister man. We're all locked, in some form or another, in our ways and beliefs. That's why for some, changing can be so difficult. You've got your fears and foes, metaphorical or literal or both. And one day, you'll suddenly find yourself face to face with them. When that time comes, the truth of it is you'll either be ready to face them or you won't. You'll either shudder at the thought of finally confronting them, or you'll feel a sense of calm and peace that this was a long time coming, and you'll offer a strange smile, content and ready to finally see it through. It doesn't matter what it is, not who or what, internal or external, big or small. It doesn't matter what your age is. What matters is choosing to stand your ground. Having the courage to face what you fear grants freedom. More than that, it allows you to live. And really, the outcome isn't important here. You might find victory, or you might be met with utter and complete defeat. What's important is that when the time comes, you rise to the occasion. What matters is that you face your hook. Or maybe it was your pan. I guess that all depends on where you're standing. And there ends today's reflection. So just remember, facing your fears usually will grant you a freedom, will grant you the chance to live, to get back to your life. And I think that comes with either victory or defeat. If you are defeated by whatever you have been putting off, by whatever you have been so afraid of, that's okay. That's part of life. But it allows you to fall down, get back up, and keep going, to find a new way, to find a new path. So just remember that. What's important is standing your ground, rising to the challenge. And now it's time for your reflection question. Is there a hook I've been afraid to face? When will I finally take a breath and take the leap? Godspeed facing your hook or your pan. That is it for today, June 19th. I'll be back tomorrow, June 20th, with another reflection. Have a good one and take care.